if I have to redo this.
You're not going to have to redo it. Hey, everybody. Welcome. We are here. It is Monday night, MCU Mondays, right here on Feast of Fandoms. Glad you joined us. I am your host, David. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening?
All right. I'm good. Back in the cold.
I just heard it all right, okay, so I'm guessing we're good. I heard my...
I don't know. It just upload. There we go.
I was going to say, I just heard my phone go off, so we should be fine.
Well, when you send me different links, I'm like, oh, crap. Now I got to redo all of that.
Nope.
I'm not a happy camper when I have to do that.
Also with us tonight, as he always is, Andrew. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
Wonderful. It was kind of chilly out here today, too, by the way.
Yeah, it was rainy in my neck of the woods.
It was not raining here, but I think we only got up to like 73 or 74 today. We started the day off at like 50. So
yeah, we started the day off at just above freezing because when I pulled out of the driveway, the grass was all white.
Oh no.
Son of a bitch.
Well, as my coworker Joe would say, and Joe, if you're watching, this one's for you. Always listen to Punxsutawney Phil. Don't ever doubt that groundhog. So,
yeah, I think now tomorrow it's raining, but high is 72. So hopefully it'll.
We're not getting out of the 60s tomorrow. We're going to be cold tomorrow. So
very
I'm not
cold.
Looking forward to that.
Hoodie weather at that point, you know.
In fact, it's in the 60s and it's supposed to be rainy.
Ugh.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go stand outside my office when I get the chance, and I'm going to fan it, and I'll blow it north right to you, Debbie. You'll have a chance to get...
I got my own shit to put up with up here.
What's a little more, you know?
Yeah. Well, Debbie, this episode of we're on Daredevil Born Again, in case you haven't missed. And Debbie, I think they made this episode just for you.
Just for me. I love this episode.
Oh, it was awesome.
This was a lot of people thought it was slow, you know, and I'm like, great. It was great. We got to see Foggy again.
This was a character, and it didn't have Karen in it.
Not until the end. Yeah.
Now
she didn't speak at all, though. So there you go.
No, she just gave a disgusting look. Like seriously,
yeah.
You brought that man back here.
She had no line.
I'm sure there's going to be hell to pay next episode.
It'll just be a Karen episode, like in season 3. Oh man, I loved the old Netflix show look that they did with the flashbacks. That was so good.
Oh yeah. Well, it was. I mean, it was the flashbacks. It was giving us some more backstory that we didn't really need, but it's nice to build the characters even more.
Yeah.
So I mean, you didn't need it, but you wanted it.
Exactly.
How's that? This was like we had our cake with the Netflix show. Now we're just kind of getting frosting on that cake, and it's a beautiful thing. So, and then of course you had let's see. So we're going to talk about. I want to talk about Matt and Foggy. I want to talk about Wilson and Vanessa, and then of course Vanessa. And then, of course, I want to talk about Buck and
Daniel.
I was so scared.
I know. I was.
Let's talk about him first, just because I thought that was hilarious.
I was so scared because
I know.
I mean, Daniel's a douchebag. He's a nice douchebag, but I was just like. I was scared because I was like, oh my God, he's going to get it. Geez, you know, they're driving him out to bumfuck Egypt and Buck's going to slice and dice him and bury him, and I was just like, oh, poor Daniel. And then Daniel, he's shitting his pants the whole time.
Yeah, and
he's like, "Fuck, I promise."
Just because of who Daniel, the actor, who his father is in real life, and who his father played in a different
universe,
a different show, a different universe, different.
We need a Sopranos and a Daredevil crossover.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's kind of what this was, because it was, and really, he's just kind of he needs to stop thinking with his nether regions is what he needs to stop doing, and he needs to. I know that he likes BB, and I know that he thinks he's going to get in her pants.
No,
but this is twice now that he pretty much knows she's the leak, and at this point now he pretty much knows he's actually the one that's the leak. He's been telling her stuff, and then all of a sudden it's mysteriously out in the open.
But I wasn't really mad at him. I was mad at BB.
Yeah, she's taking advantage of him.
The one time you could have held that information. Are you trying to get him killed? Because that's what's going to happen. I mean, thank God it didn't happen this episode. But
two, I mean, she likes the position that she has, where she's got this she's got this leak, or she's got this this source that's giving her information, that's feeding her information for her BB report, and that's fine. But when you are privy to information that only a handful of people know about, and then all of a sudden it's leaked to the press, you've just burned yourself as okay, I'm the leak, and he's going to stay away from me from now on, and I've just lost all of my source of information. She's an idiot, is what she is. There are some things, yes, you can sit on it, but then there are also some things where it's like, okay, we need to get this out. Vanessa being in critical condition,
that could have been
it's not urgent news.
Now
I don't care how crazy it is outside. It's just like that could have waited for a while.
You didn't need to leak that just right away. That was I could have sat on this and still maintained my position with Daniel, to where he can still feed me information, even if she didn't care if he was going to get killed or not. She may be thinking, he's going to be fine, but that's also plus, I mean, even if she did burn her position with Daniel, chances are Daniel's going to get fired because of this.
Yeah,
and then she loses her source again. So either way, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't, and she shouldn't have.
Or Daniel's going to get pissed, which he looked like he was.
Yeah,
and he's going to turn around and burn her.
Yeah, because he knows who's putting those the fake Fisk videos out. He knows it's her.
I mean, it's like, did you not learn anything from your father's death? I mean, be discreet, leak some stuff here, leak some stuff there. You don't have to leak every single thing you find out.
Right. So it's she's a ding dong, but whatever. Oh, and by the way, I didn't watch the previous episode again, but they had the recap or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She shot him. She shot Bullseye. God help me, that's driving me nuts. I'll tell you about Bullseye in a minute. But she shot Bullseye as he was throwing it. So I don't think he would have hit her. He probably wouldn't have hit her. And the reason she's probably got that chunk of glass embedded in her head is because of Fisk, because Fisk hit it with the belt.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet, because he was on a throwing course, and then before he let go of it is when he was shot. So, and the Bullseye thing, that's got to stop, because every time when Luke, my oldest still at home, when he was real little, one of his favorite TV shows, or one of his favorite movies, no, I'm going to say that again. His all-time favorite movie was Toy Story 2. And he would always run around the house, up and away, bull high, boo high. Bullseye, because the horse's name is Bullseye.
Mhm.
So now we're sitting here talking about it. I'm like, oh, it's not Bullseye. That's a bad name.
He's gonna walk by you and hear Bullseye killed Vanessa, and he's gonna be like, "What?
Wow, he was 3 at the time. So
Oh, well, you never
up,
know."
Bullseye, giddy up.
Oh man.
My Bullseye rant, no big deal. But yeah, and then he goes on this thing with Buck too, to where it's like, I'm taking you to Albany, blah blah blah. What are you doing? And you can tell he's terrified. He knows.
I was terrified.
He was apologizing the whole way. They stopped at the hardware store. And he bought a sawzall and a shovel. It's like, oh geez, God. The only thing that would have been even worse is if he had bought out a bag of lime to go with it, and it was like, oh God, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
And my thought was, I was wondering if Buck, deep down inside, was just laughing his ass off.
Oh, I'm sure he was.
You know,
he was messing with him the whole
He
time.
was.
totally enjoying that Daniel was scared shitless. I'm surprised the car didn't smell.
I know. That's why he said, "Get out of the car." He was like, "Get out of the car, Daniel. It smells in here."
Well,
Oh my gosh.
And honestly, too, Buck is smart enough to know. And if I was a writer, this is exactly how I would have written it. You know, they get to where they're going. You think he's going to kill Daniel, and basically it's no, I'm going to make you bury the body of the first mate that I shot the night prior. But basically, it was, if Buck is smart, Buck is going to tell him, look, it leaked, and that's fine. But now you know who the leak is, and you can go to Fisk with this information, and you can burn the leak, and that will prove your loyalty to him. Just tell him, I had to give them something to verify that was who that was. And being that your wife was in critical condition at the time, you know, that's not a game changer bit of information. That's just something that where you could say, okay, I've given you this, and then all of a sudden it's everywhere. So now I know that was just a verification of who the leak is. Now burn them, and let's see how deep your loyalty lies, kind of thing. Which
burn him, or next time it'll be you in the trunk, and your successor will be burying you.
Exactly. So I'm anxious to see where this where the Buck and Daniel storyline goes.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, he
and
did
we
get
got
the backstory
Wesley back.
Yes, we did.
That was great. I mean, he was an asshole, but
have you heard of Bitcoin?
But I always liked him as a character. I thought he was a great character.
Oh, he's great. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was one of those ones. He's like Buck, but not as soft-hearted. You know, he's not. He's ready to kill, and he can do what he wants. But I think Buck is a little like with Daniel. Buck is very, you know, I like Daniel. I kind of want to keep him around. But I think Wesley would have been like, screwed you once. That's enough. You're done.
Yeah.
You screwed up once.
He's basically Fisk with hair.
Well, and he's Fisk with hair, and I think too he kind of represents, you know, I know how Fisk thinks, and I know that this would be how he would want it done.
Yeah.
So,
and also, I think that's why Fisk liked him so much, is he didn't have to tell him what to do.
Right.
Yeah. And I really liked how we got Wesley and then the younger Buck.
Yeah.
Interaction.
Very British.
I thought it was, and really it's just to take out the guy that now, and that will kind of segue into where we're going next, because I do want to talk about Foggy and Matt. And you know, you flash back to them. They're young lawyers. They're talking about avocados again, which was hilarious. But they're basically doing, I guess, grunt work for the DA. Is that what's?
Yeah.
I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know. I don't know how all of it works.
For the DA, but I think they're really working for Fisk and they just don't realize it yet.
Yeah.
Because there was that time period that they were.
Yeah.
Right. And with all of that said, I find it interesting to where they have this case. They've got it's one of Foggy's friends that he grew up with.
I don't know if we can say the nickname on the stream.
He was actually a bully. He was friends with his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He was friends with. He knew the guy growing up. He knew the guy. Okay. And he knows. The guy is like, I work. He basically says, I work. He didn't say I work for Fisk, but the people I work for, they want me dead. It's, if you stick me in jail, I've got 24 hours. If you let me loose, they're going to kill me out here. I'm screwed either way, but I'd rather be, I guess, a dead free man is a good way to put it. At least I have a fighting chance out here. I can see him coming, kind of thing. And so my thought on this is that Foggy is very much the angel of mercy here. And Matt's kind of like, throw him to the wolves, big deal.
Yeah.
And I find that amusing because Matt's not like that now. I mean, Matt is very much
mercy,
Yeah. He's not going to let Bullseye die. We see that in this
I loved that sequence. Yeah.
He doesn't want him to die. He's trying to save his life. No, then justice is not served. Yes, the scales are balanced. No, they're not. Because whatever, but regardless, it's an interesting take on Matt's character, to where it's like, okay, what happened in your life that kind of flipped you around like that, to where you're the angel of mercy kind of thing now? Because even in the original Netflix series, when they had their own firm, when they were doing their own thing, he's, they're gonna pay us in chickens. Okay. And he's like, okay, I'm fine with that. Just so long as we help the little guy out. It's like, well, Matt is here right now. You've got a little guy that you are like, well, he's a scumbag. Let him go. It's like, come on, Matt, what's going on here?
Well, I really loved the ending of that particular scene, because Matt decides to leave because, the cops are coming down. They're going to find him. And
sorry, Bullseye,
Yeah, he goes, I tried. And he leaves. And then, we get that flashback of Foggy, giving that guy money to escape and maybe change his life around. And then they decide to go out and celebrate mercy because it was all about mercy. And then the next thing you see is Matt putting his hand out, and then the light, the white light, like, yeah. I was like, oh, maybe Matt is back.
Well, it's one of those things to where, he kept telling Bullseye, you're not allowed to say his name. You can't say his name. You're not allowed.
Keep my friend's name
out your mother effing mouth. Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he keeps saying you're not allowed to say his name, but all of that is basically what brings him back to Foggy, and him realizing that Foggy was the angel of mercy, if you will, the merciful one. And he needs to step into Foggy's role. He needs to remember where he came from, basically. So
because this is the last episode was the first time we've seen him in church for a very long time,
right?
And I know online I've seen people complain about Matt and Daredevil. They're all it's all about his faith in the church and all this, and we haven't gotten that for a while. So I think this is the beginning of not being forgiving, but merciful,
having that merciful thing.
And coming back to his faith. we'll see, because next week I assume is going to be hell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Quite literally.
Yeah. And there's a good reason for that. And let's segue right into that one too now. Wow, we had some
this pineapple juice is really good.
Does it have ice in it?
Yes.
Does it make your does it make you don't like it because it makes your lips tingle? It's tingling on your lips.
Was it like a spider sense, We're gonna get a Spider-Verse level episode. He's gonna create like what he does in Fist as Spider-Verse. I forgot what it's called. The dimension portal thing.
Yeah, the dimensional portal thing, yeah. No,
Yeah.
so we've got Wilson and you've got Vanessa. And of course, Vanessa's in the hospital now. They're trying to save her.
Vanessa's in the hospital.
I really hate that about movies, and I honestly don't know if there's any truth to the way that they portray that. And especially, I mean, I don't know if there's somebody who would work in a hospital that would say that's not going to happen. That would never happen that way. Where he's in there with them and he's yelling and screaming, "Stop! Get out of the way! Who are you?" And they're like, and she finally just tells him, "Look, you got to back up and let us do our job. Let us do our job." Now, me, if I'm in that situation, I've seen enough TV movies, I've seen enough TV shows, I've seen enough everything to where I know if I stand in those people are there working, trying to save my wife's life. They are there trying to fix things. And if I get in the way who knows nothing other than what I've seen on The Pit or ER, she gonna die. So I need to step the F back and just sit and watch. That's what I need to do. If there's a chance where I can reach in there and hold her hand while I'm doing it, fine. But otherwise, stay out of the way. I hate that trope. That's all I'm saying.
But a lot of people get too emotional, and Fisk was right there. He was overcome.
And of course, you get flashbacks with these two as well now. A lot of their first meeting, leading up to their first meeting, the picture was back from the Netflix series, if you remember that. The piece of art that Wilson purchased from her when he first met her.
Mm-hmm.
That was back in no, it won't sell. Yes, but if you find the right buyer, you can add 2 zeros to it and it will sell. No, it stays where it is. It's like, shut up.
Yeah. Get out of here, old lady.
Yeah, what do you know? But anyway, so like I said, we're getting flashbacks of her. And then of course Fisk dealing with, he's got what's his name coming in saying nobody wants to find him more than we do, sir. No.
Oh, that officer Powell.
Yeah, Powell. Yeah.
How?
Nobody
Can't he
Powell.
die?
You're right.
Not yet. We still got what, like 2 more episodes?
So I can say yes.
3 more episodes.
3 more episodes.
Have him interview Karen. Put a gun on the table, and then Karen will just boom, boom,
yeah,
boom.
and then Karen will
7 shots.
She'll pull a Wesley.
Yeah.
But you've got Fisk dealing a lot now with Vanessa, and he's locked in on Vanessa. He doesn't care about things that are going on around him. Vanessa is his prime focus right now, and they've got the best. I don't know what kind of doctor he was, but
this isn't Smallville where Lex is saying he's got a team of specialists. This is just doctors.
He's got the.
I assume he was a neurologist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and Fisk kind of has unrealistic expectations. The guy was like, "Procedure. We did the procedure. We hope it." She turned, and he's like, "Hope." It's like,
hope.
Well, yeah, the doctor isn't a magician.
Was that before? Wasn't that before he did the procedure?
Oh, it might have been.
I thought when he did the procedure, he was like, "Everything looks great. It went really well, but it was very."
Oh yeah,
long,
it might have been before. Yeah,
and everything looks hunky-dory and wonderful and blah, 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 blah. And
yeah, it might have been before now that I think about it.
Now, something else I've noticed, they were working on her head. She had a chunk of glass embedded in her head, obviously around the brain. They've got her head wrapped up in the bandage after the surgery, but she's still got a full head of hair. Now, Debbie, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're working on the brain, pulling a chunk of glass out of your hair, wouldn't one of the first things be that they shave your head, or at least the part of the head where the injury has occurred?
There was 2 procedures because they were, I assume, in the ER, and then they took her up to surgery, which I assume was to just take the shard out. And then they were in the room, and that's where the doctor comes in and says, it went well, blah, 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 blah. And as he's talking to the doctor, I think it was right after he was talking to the doctor, then they moved her again, and I think they took her up to surgery or maybe a CAT scan to see if there's a brain bleed or anything like that. And then they came back and, she's still asleep, or maybe she's in a coma. I don't know, because I don't know what the time frame is. But I think she threw a clot. Now, there are some people saying she had an allergic reaction to the pineapple. And I'm like, that did not look like an allergic reaction. No. And wouldn't Wilson know if she had an allergic reaction, that was something she could not have?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I mean, certain, acidic fruit like
pineapple
can make your lips
people
tingle. That doesn't mean you're allergic to it.
I was going to say, I feel like that happens to most people. if you just let it sit, yeah.
Because, the first time around, she says, tell me a story and how we met, blah, blah, blah. And, we go through that whole thing. And then it's just like, can you tell me a story? And as soon as she said that, I was like, either she's got short-term memory, or she's thrown a clot, or she's having a stroke.
That could happen. I mean, that's one of those things. I just think back to my wife and I watched This Is Us many, many moons ago. And one of the big things about that was the dad, the father of the 3 kids, had died early on in their life. And one of the big things was how exactly it never really said how he died. I mean, it kind of built on it. And then in like the last season, they finally said, okay, here's how he dies. And basically what had happened was there was a house fire. He ran in to save the dog. He pulled the dog out. He was fine. And they took him to the hospital, and he was greenlit on everything. Everybody's fine. We're okay. We're just going to keep him overnight. But because of the smoke inhalation, he had because of the smoke inhalation, he had a cardiac event. And basically he had a heart attack while he was sitting in the hospital, and he died of this heart attack or whatever.
He also had a widowmaker.
Who's that?
And that's something that builds up. So he had the widowmaker, the smoke inhalation and all that stuff just pushed it over the edge.
Right. Well, and again, this is something that it's kind of in my line of thinking the same type of thing, to where it's like they've got her, they've done this surgery on her. She looks good. She wakes up, she's talking, she's carrying on conversation. I need pineapple juice with ice in it. She
carries on conversation.
Well, she's talking, but she's got a softer tone to her voice. She doesn't sound as evil as she used to. So I'm like, okay.
And Fist doesn't either in this scene. You can see his genuine emotion.
And he even laughs. He even at some point he says, I think it was the you paid entirely too much.
Yeah, I was like, who is this? Like, I want to vibe with this Fist.
I
I was like, weird. No, I was like, weird flex, Fisk. Okay, I would not laugh about paying 3 times the price for something ever.
That's what it was. You paid 3 times what it was worth. Well, I'd do it again.
Yeah, need to get on his payroll.
So, and at that point too, I mean, that's kind of one of those. I'm chuckling now because it's almost like she's awake now and she's acting fine.
Well, he probably hasn't slept the whole time too.
Yeah, he's probably is like, okay, she's fine now. So we're working toward a better tomorrow. So he was happy about it. And then of course she does this thing. Now when she went into tell me a story of how we first met, again, the inflection on her voice is a lot softer. And when she said it the first time, I was like, oh, something bad's about to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's gonna be she's gonna die, or if this is gonna be one of those things to where it's she doesn't remember who he is. Or she has very fuzzy
I was thinking
memories about
short-term
who he
memory.
is.
Yeah.
And that's why
the only gripe I had about that scene is when all the nurses and whatever come in to start working on her. Last thing you see, it's not the way I was taught, but you see the guy with the
defib paddles,
and he's like going like this, like right over her boob, and I'm like, no. I was like, no. One here, one down here, or off to the side, not on the boob. I about had a heart attack myself. Like, unless they've changed. I have not had AED training for a few years now, so maybe they've changed it. But I was just thinking,
that.
Why is he putting that on top of her boob? That's not where it goes.
That's one of those things to where, you know, it looks cool on TV and the movies and stuff and such, but somebody who does it or who has done it in real life is looking at it going, that ain't right. Something's wrong.
And they didn't even have her shirt off or anything.
I noticed that.
It should be skin to skin, right?
And they have special pads that they slap on you.
Yeah.
To put the pads on. They didn't even do that. I was just like,
TV
all right,
doctor.
well, this is not a medical drama, so yeah.
If it was old school, they put the jelly on it and they rub it together and then they go,
yeah.
Clear.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear anybody say clear.
No. He just went boom.
I was just like, oh my God. No wonder she died.
Even on the pit, they said clear, and everybody backs up like this. Like, I ain't touching it.
Well, that seems like if the New York doctors are like the New York police officers, I don't really think they know what they're doing.
I don't know, but I seen that and I was like, that kind of ruined the ending for me because I was just so focused on where he was putting those paddles. I'm like, no.
We had to watch it 2 or 3 times because every time it pissed her off, she couldn't finish the show.
Even when I watched it tonight before our show, I was just like, oh my God, no. Like I said, it's been a while since I've had training, so maybe they do it differently now. I don't know, but it really bugged the shit out of me.
Well, and you can't take her shirt off because then for sure you get the R rating. I mean, it's
already an R-rated show.
It's already an R-rated show, but
Matt can take his shirt off. Oh, that's fine.
Oh yeah,
yeah, we love to look at that.
Malcolm can be naked all the time.
Well, at least to make it authentic.
But,
I mean, they put prosthetic boobs on, so I mean, it's not actually hers. It's just prosthetics or whatever, like they do in the pit. Everything you see in the pit is not real. It's all prosthetics.
Well, now I don't want to watch.
But
you mean they're not?
And it's interesting to see how they do that stuff. If you've ever watched the right after an episode, they'll have like they talk about the episode and what they did and everything. And I forget think it was the guy that was having heart problems, and they were showing all the chest tubes and cracking open the rib cage and all that stuff. That was cool shit.
They reached in there and they're massaging his heart, and I was just like, oh, sweet Jesus, stop!
Massage the heart like that. But
I couldn't.
Now the last episode was brutal. I've seen a few mistakes on that one too. I was just like, oh, oops. I am not a doctor, but I've watched enough medical shows. I know my shit. No, just kidding.
I'm not a doctor, but I've seen one on TV.
That
yes,
is a New York doctor right there. I'm not a doctor, but I'm not a lawyer.
Not exactly a doctor, but my Ask Google works. So we're gonna see if we can get through this.
Used check medical school, so you're good.
Hey, I've watched ER, Grey's Anatomy, any other medical drama I have watched, but there was an episode of Grey's Anatomy one time, and they were putting leads on a patient, and I got to looking at them. I'm like, you've got them on the wrong side. I was like, that is wrong. Oh, I catch little things.
No, stop.
I don't know to be like, oh, that's wrong.
Oh, see, with Debbie, it's the doctor stuff. With me, I like the military when they try to do military stuff and bring all that in, and I'm like, no, that's not right. No, just stop. You know what?
I was watching some military movie. Gosh, I can't remember what it was. Probably because it was so bad. But I was like, one, the uniforms did not fit.
Oh.
Two, the uniforms were wrinkly as hell, and I was like, no.
Well,
I had brothers in the military. That does not fly.
Well, I was going to say, unless if they're in like when I was overseas, we didn't never iron our clothes. We never. Now you're in garrison, you're on post or whatever. Yeah, you're.
But all the uniforms were really ill-fitting, and I was just like,
how recent was this movie?
I don't know. Like I said, it was so bad I can't even remember what the hell it was called. I was just like, it just looked off to me, only because I have brothers that were in the military, and I mean, maybe it's different now. I don't know, but back in the 70s, that shit did not fly.
When I was a little girl. I was a girl.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yes, we get to the end of the episode, and it seems as though they're still working on her, but it seems as though that Vanessa has shed.
You
her
hear the
mortal
flat
husk.
line, though.
Yeah.
You hear the flat line. She's standing in the big bright white light. So
I think the implication is,
yeah, it's very much insinuated that she has passed beyond the world of the living.
yeah. Now,
for the thumbnail, I almost used that picture there that we got up there, and then I almost put like the flames of hell, and then put little horns. I almost did that, but I didn't.
Yeah, I will say.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, based on the last two episodes, I understand now that the first three are considered the low part of the season, because those episodes were great, but these have been amazing, and the next three, hopefully they're good.
I think they've all been.
They've all
great.
been good.
I have not been disappointed in any of them.
No, but these last two have been like definitely a step above, as great as the first three were.
But
I mean, I have a new morning routine, and then this episode was great, and so yeah.
And Debbie, maybe next episode now he'll go full on Fisk, because you said last week, you said, oh, he's gonna go, if she's gone, he's gonna go full on Fisk, and it took her an episode to die. So
Yeah, because when it came back and she's laying in the bed and I'm like, what the?
Yeah. I thought she was
Are
just
you
going to be
kidding
dead.
me?
Yeah.
I guess they had to milk that a little bit, but
yeah, you gotta show some backstory there. You gotta.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it really builds up to what I'm hoping is Fisk just going batshit crazy, going off on people, tearing up the hospital. I don't know. But, because the first time we see him in the scene, he's all pissed off. He's pushing people away and, ready to go fisticuff with the doctors and whatever. And then the next thing we see is, he's Mr. Teddy Bear. He's all loving. I mean, he's crying when she wakes up and they're laughing, reminiscing. And now he's back down. I mean, because that's.
Yeah.
I mean, hats off to Vincent because that was a whole lot of emotions to emote in that episode. I thought
quite the roller coaster. He went from panic, scared, even when he was talking with the doctors, it was this somber, we need to do everything that we can. We've got the hope thing going for us. We need to do, basically the whole, we've got other stuff we can do and we can make happen. And then she's awake and everybody's happy and he's wonderful and joyful. And honestly, too, I mean, I'm going to throw a theory out there. I'm going to throw something out there. What if this episode, just between Fisk and Vanessa, was a dream that Fisk had, just so he could have that last couple of minutes with Vanessa and he could talk to her? If it was one of those things where the doctor comes in and says, oh, she did great, and then something veers and it was like, but she died on the table, or, I don't know that I can say died. She unalived on the table or something like that. And then just in his mind, he's thinking, okay, she's fine. And he wakes up and talks to her, but then she, in his mind, basically she goes away again and he's going to wake up and he will have been in her room and it will all have just been a nasty, nasty dream. And she will have passed somewhere else earlier in the episode.
Let's see, now, originally I thought you were going to go the way of JR.
No.
Hello there. Pod.
It's a House of Vizsla.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Hello, nice. Vizsla. Hello there.
Guys.
General Kenobi.
Oh,
that's Thursday's show.
Right. Oh, man.
So.
Which, if you haven't watched Darth Maul, holy shit.
Yeah, what the heck? If you're not watching Daredevil.
I haven't watched the newest episode yet.
Oh, so my God.
Keep your yapper shut.
Talk about peak.
Yeah.
It is so good.
My TV is on. I'm ready to go. I've got Legos. I'm going to.
This is why I get up early in the morning before I go to work. Earlier than what I normally do to watch it, so I don't get spoiled.
I got Monday nights that I can come up here. I do this show, and the kids are in bed, and the wife doesn't like to come up here because there's too many Legos around, and and I can sit in peace and quiet and watch my show with no distractions.
There you go.
And tomorrow night will be Daredevil, and I'll do that anyways, but it will be glorious. So, anyway. All right. Anything else on this episode, Debbie? We good?
No, I was pretty happy with the episode. I got my boy back for at least one episode. Kind of heartbreaking still, but we got our Foggy back.
I need to ask you something because I noticed this and it bothered me. and maybe I'm just crazy. Did Foggy put on some weight? And I mean the actor. He looked a little thicker than he did.
Oh,
They might have
Eldon?
added.
Yeah.
I
Well, no,
don't know
big.
because I've seen him in interviews and on panels recently. Bye,
Later.
Visa.
Big.
Thanks for stopping by. I don't know. To me, he looks the same, except I really like the long-haired Foggy.
I didn't think he looked thicker in the face. I think he looked thicker more.
Well, they have been going to Josie's a lot.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Well, I was trying to remember. Wasn't he a little heavier in the?
Well, he was, but he
Netflix
just seemed. Yeah, he
series?
was, but he just seemed heavier than that.
Oh,
That's it.
I don't know.
Maybe
I mean,
I'm crazy.
I didn't notice it really. I was just like, oh, we got the long hair back, sort of long hair. And I was just happy to see Foggy. I was just really, really happy. It
All
brought
right.
tears to my eyes.
Mhm.
I'm sentimental. I may not look like it or sound like it, but I do get sentimental sometimes.
Mhm.
So, all right. Let me think. Shameless plugs. What do we got tonight, Debbie?
Tomorrow night, our friends over on the Sith Dominion channel here on YouTube, they will be discussing episodes. Is it 5 and 6 of Darth Maul? Whatever released today.
Yeah, 5 and 6.
Yeah, they'll be discussing that. No, that should be really good because, like I said, really good. Wednesday, we'll have a new episode of War of the Stars dropping on our channel. I haven't seen anything as to what it was about yet, but that'll be dropping Wednesday. Thursday, we will be back on Cantina Happy Hour talking about these two fabulous episodes. Saturday, we have Geek Gauntlet, and Sunday, we'll have
Battlestar.
Yeah, Battlestar Galactica, the miniseries. And that's all I got, I believe.
Awesome. Andrew, shameless plugs. What have you got?
Yeah, so we didn't end up having a Cam in focus last night because Cam was at a concert, partying hard. And yeah, he got hit in the eye.
I missed that.
He got smacked in the face and his glasses looked like his glasses broke because he had some cuts down here. And I was like, no concert is worth that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because I'm just a no fart, but I'm just like, no.
Yeah. So
maybe about 20 years ago for me, I probably would have been there, but
I've never been to a concert, so I'm good.
I've been to some good ones.
I just like sitting and listening to the music and seeing it live. I don't care to be in the mosh pit or whatever the hell they call it.
I've been in many of those.
You could not pay me enough money. Even when I was younger, you could not pay me enough money to be down there.
But that was a good 20 plus years ago. So I'm an old man now.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, Andrew. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. But so next week we'll be discussing Dark City, noir film from 1998, I believe. And then Saturday night on the Dingus Den, we'll be back for our Before the Cape reviews of Smallville with season 2, episodes 19 and 20, Precipice and Witness. By the way, the episode with Christopher Reeve, such an emotional episode throughout, and then he is in at the end, and I'm just like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I'm crying. Like, holy cow!
Episode.
Yeah, because the whole episode is just emotional, and then they throw that at the end. I'm like, what are you doing? You're taking kryptonite and just stabbing me in the heart. Like, holy cow! Yeah, but it was good. So
awesome. All right. Well, I've got nothing because I'm boring. Basically, all the stuff Andrew and Debbie said is what I've got. So y'all all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Go watch Darth Maul. Not Darth Maul. It's just Maul. Maul, Shadow Lord. Go watch it. and then join us on Thursday night. If you're not subscribed, subscribe.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Hit the little bell icon for notifications so you know when we go live and you don't miss our shows. We'll see all of you next week right here on MCU Mondays. Y'all all have a great, great rest of your week. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Shit! Language. No one else is going to deal with the fact that Cap just said language. I know. For gosh sake, watch your language. That's not going away anytime soon. You bet your ass.
Steve, you said a bad language word.
Did you tell everyone?
Outwit the platinum bastard.
Steve doesn't like that kind of talk.
You know what, Romanov? Fury, you son of a bitch.
Ooh, you kiss your mother with that mouth?